So in here, you can even put the customer's name. So let's say you'll put Kevin. Our customer is Kevin. And then you can choose where your customer is coming from, right? So are they a T-Mobile customer? Are they coming from Verizon? Are they an AT&T customer? Are they a Sprint customer? Are they an other company customer? So for right now, we're just gonna take a look and say, all right, they're an AT&T customer. So here you'll see that you have your competitive comparison. So if you click on your competitive comparison, you're going to see that you have everything compared to T-Mobile of what other companies do versus what we do when it comes to plans and services. So that's pretty much what this is. It's just to compare us to the other guys, right? It's not working.
Very nice.
Alright, it's not working for me. Maybe kind of, sort of. Yeah, it's not working. Well, anyway, if you scroll down on your end, if you're looking at it, you'll see a comparison of us versus Verizon and AT&T. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Alright, now I just see a blank screen. Alright. So then you can use that to kind of compare, hey, we have this versus the other guys don't. Then at the bottom, notice that the other tasks disappeared, but now everything we saw on the previous page, you can now see on the bottom. So now we're in the competitive comparison. If we go to network, we can check our customers' network. And again, ask that question of where do you live, work, and play to make sure that they have connection wherever they're going to be. You have the ability to access the maps from here. You can also see kind of like the devices that would, if a customer prefers devices that are looking into the future to work on 5G, this is where you would go to check them out. You have access to the maps from here, so you can go in and check out the maps as well and kind of show them the okay, it's just going. And show them what network would look like in their area. So that's pretty much what that is, high level overview. Then you have plans. So then if you click on the plans at the bottom, then you have kind of an idea of what the plans look like for customers, what are some of the options we have for them, and kind of talk to them about the different choices that we have for them based on the questions that we might be asking. Yeah, so you'll have some kind of idea of what options we have available and for whom. And then once we go through that, you can then lead into products and accessories. So once you go into products and accessories, then obviously by now, hopefully you've had the conversation of what the customer's looking for, what are they interested in, what's the best fit for them. That's where you can kind of go in and see what devices would work best for them by finding them on here, as well as accessories and all that good stuff. This is not going to show you all of the devices and products we have. This is either going to be the newest product or anything that's maybe on promotion.
Okay.
And again, I'm not going into like super detail on this. It's just kind of a high level overview, but it's just kind of so you understand where everything is and what it does.
Okay, appreciate it.
All right. And so that's pretty much the customer tab. Any questions on that?
No, not for me.
I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm taking it all in.
Okay, cool.
And that's first one is just the customer tab. It's just the customer tab.
Yes, this is the Customer Connect tab.
Okay.
Yeah. If you click on the close right here, it will take you right back to this page.
Okay. Now, I do have a question on this page. I see down at the bottom in the middle, there's a news icon, but back up in the quick links, did I see that you referred to news again? Is that the same?
No.
Okay.
That was T-Voice. T-Voice is any internal communication.
Okay, gotcha. So the news every morning, this one here in the middle, I know you haven't talked about it yet, but well, I'll just wait because you haven't talked about it. So I'll just see if it answers my question.
No worries. Yeah, we'll get to it in 1 second, but I'll show you what the customer ready one looks like first, and then we can dig into the news.
Thank you.
So the customer ready is the next tab, and this is really where this would be the primary space in your okay. This looks a little different than what we see in retail. So this is where you would go to really get everything you need. So this is an awesome site to really understand and know because it really gives you everything to be exactly what it says, customer ready. So the first thing here is the news, right? So this is the same news that we were just talking about, the next tab over.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same exact thing, except it's built into our customer ready. So if you click on here, and we can, you'll see all the different promotions, any updates, any news that has recently been released. And I'm probably going to need some help here because I can't click on it.
Okay, let me click it.
Nothing?
Not spinning either.
Okay, well, we're going to give it a second. Maybe the next tab is going to work. But basically, this would be where all the news is going to be held. Any updates, whatever is happening, funny. I just totally blanked on that. We are in the news. That's why it's not
okay.
We're already here.
Okay.
Can't. This is the tab that is going to open. Notice you'll have this week and then previous week, right? So if you click on this week, you'll see everything that's new right here. Now, the really cool thing about this is a smart tool, right? So let's say that today you went in and right now, Marquita, you have 51 updates that you have not read yet, right? You have 51 right here, right? Now let's say that you read all of those updates today. First of all, see how this is color right now? It's colorful, you can it's clear and all of that.
Right.
So if you were to go into it and read it and actually open the link, it's going to turn gray, letting you know that, hey, you've already read this and you've already have the information on this. And that 51 is going to turn into a 50.
Okay.
So every time you read something and you have the info on it, it's going to reduce the number. And see, this one's grayed out on Wednesday.
Right. I looked at that one, yeah.
Exactly. Yep. So once you click through all of them, that's exactly what they're going to start looking like. That doesn't mean you can't click them. That's just the system letting you know that you already read that one.
Got it.
Now, the other cool thing about this is that the hub is a smart tool. So what does that mean? That means that when it comes to things like the news, let's say that you clocked out or the last time you checked here was yesterday. And let's say your update number was not 51, but it was 0. When you come back this morning or tomorrow morning, depending on when you're doing this, you'll notice that it's going to only show you the amount of news updates that have happened since the last time you logged into the hub.
Okay.
So it knows when you've last been in here, and it literally tells you exactly what you need to know or what our teams need to know to be able to help customers, and to be on top of our news and be accurate and updated every single day.
Got it.
Questions about that?
Good job.
Nice.
Okay, awesome. All right, so the next thing is my training. So my training, this part of my training is going to take you, all right, so this is going to only take you to training that you need to complete. So notice that right here, there's 3 tabs. It says priority, not priority, and completed. So under priority, you're always going to have the trainings that, surprise, surprise, are a priority, right? So you're going to have the trainings that you need to complete with a date that needs to be completed by, right? So every week, you'll notice that we have communication sent out, or communicated via regional calls, that, hey, these are priority trainings and they need to be done within X amount of time. Those are the ones that are going to be usually within like a week or a week and a half that need to be completed, and that's going to be showing up under your priority training. Your non-priority trainings might be some of the trainings that are just reoccurring, or maybe something that your manager has added on for you, and that's where you're going to go and click on non-priority, and that's where the other trainings are going to show up. So see, right now you have 2020 virtual retail leadership sales incentive compensation plan. So that's something you still have to get done, but because this date is not until August, you're going to see that it's not going to come up on priority. It's going to be under, it's going to be under non-priority because it's not like you need to get it done within a week.
Got it.
And then you
And
have.
then will it move as time gets closer? I'm sorry.
No, it
Will
wouldn't.
that move to priority? Okay.
Priority training.
Trust. Okay.
And then you have your completed, so anything that you've done, so let's say within the last month you've done X amount of training, you'll be able to see them in here.
Okay.
And that's pretty much like the training part of this particular version. Now the next part of this is tasks. I'll explain to you what tasks work like on the retail side of it. I'm assuming it's going to work the same way. When it comes to, I don't know what just happened. When it comes to your side, but what happens here is your leader can assign tasks to you, or you can assign tasks to people that report to you. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to start noticing that you have templates here and you have all tasks here and you can add a task. Your leader, or if you have reports if you have people reporting to you, you can assign tasks as to what they need to complete either by the end of today or within the next week or in the next few days, whatever it may be. If you click on add tasks, you'll notice that you can add anything. You can name your own tasks. You can put in the date of when it needs to be completed and all of that. But this is where you or your leaders or whoever might be can add tasks to anyone's that either reports to them or they report to.
Got it.
Questions on that?
I'm good.
All good, yes.
All right. And then we have promotions. So I'll be honest with you, the news and promotions are two of my favorite tabs, especially the promotions one, because promotions come and go so quickly sometimes. it's difficult to keep up with them. So the cool thing about this promotions tab is, first of all, it's split up by postpaid, T-Mobile for Business, prepaid, and accessories. Notice T-Mobile for Business is retail only. So again, something to be careful about because it might not be the same thing, but either way, virtual retail sends them over to business sales, so it shouldn't matter anyway. I just answered my own question. So when it comes to postpaid, you can see, like, if you click on it, that's where we are right now. You'll see any promotions that are in here that are current for postpaid customers. So you can just kind of scroll down and see what they are. And then if you want to know more about them, you can just click on more or click on the link. It'll take you to the website. It'll take you to the C2 page and explain more about the promotions there. Again, I think this is awesome because this is a really cool, easy, quick way for our teams to be able to access this information and be able to quickly see what they can offer customers and what's current.
Awesome.
All right. So, and then you have your prepaid promotions. Same thing here. I can't move the bar. It's just kind of scrolling randomly on me.
Yep. Now look. Right, okay.
Go back to promotion. All right, so under promotion, so the prepaid are literally going to show you your prepaid promotions, same thing, right? And then your accessories are literally going to do just that, show you the current accessories promotions. Questions?
I'm good.
Nope, looks good.
All right, so now here's the Quick Connect. I don't know how the teams in virtual retail are going to be using Quick Connect. The Quick Connect, basically in the retail world, is a way for the leaders to connect with their teams before the start of every shift. So at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, before the store opens, a leader sets up a Quick Connect with what the goals are for today, what are the focuses for today, what is it that we need to get accomplished, and how. And every time a shift starts, this is where they would have a conversation with the experts coming in, so that way they are set up for success and they do knowledge checks, they do skill practices with this, and make sure that they're good to go for that day before they even start talking to a customer. That's how retail uses them. I'm not quite sure how virtual retail would be using them, but that's what they are. It's a way for a leader to communicate goals, opportunities, and tasks. Well, not really tasks, but what are we looking for for today?
Okay. We have something similar, huddle meeting, so I wonder, I might put a note to see if they're going to activate that, or will it be working for us, but got it.
So that's
Awesome.
what that is.
Okay.
And that's pretty much the Customer Connect. Again, this is literally everything you need to know before you hit the floor, because everything that you need to be able to communicate with your customer is literally on here.
Customer ready.
And now so the next thing is the news. This news tab is literally the same thing as the other news that we were just in, except the Customer Ready is, again, a one-stop shop, right? So it's literally the same exact thing. Vonna, were we able to answer your question from earlier? I know you had a question on the news.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Perfect.
This is awesome.
And just to show you, see, like, this is exactly saw earlier. And then we can go back. So just to give you guys a heads up, your news is definitely different than the news on our hub.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it's there's probably going to be like different promotions for virtual retail that might not be available in retail, and vice versa. Then you have your promotions tab. Again, the same exact thing we saw in the other tab. It's just that this is like a quick access short one here. You can go back. And then last, you have, nope, that's not last. So you also have your Uncarrier Academy here. So the Uncarrier Academy is kind of similar to what we saw earlier with the training, except that on here,
I'm sorry.
you'll notice my training. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was moving the mouse. I was like, oh, sorry.
You're good. So on here, you notice that it's my training. So this is exactly what you're going to see here, what we just saw earlier. Then you have different parts of this. You have your Uncarrier Experience Interaction Model. So these trainings are going to be pertaining only to the Uncarrier Experience Interaction Model. You also have your products and services. So again, these trainings are only going to be focusing on products and services. Same thing for operations, same thing for systems, same thing for T-Mobile for Business, and so on and so forth. So this just splits it up for you. Now, once you get new hires, you'll notice that in the view of a new hire, the additional thing that's going to be here is before the My Training, there'll be another square, and it's going to say Ready Virtual Training. So as new things are added, you might see different tiles on here as well.
Got it.
Do you guys have to go? Because I see a lot of people are trying to get into another room.
No, Kiana's running the session.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right, so that's pretty much the Uncarrier Academy. Any questions about the Uncarrier Academy?
I'm good.
Good? All right.
I'm fine. Thank you. Yeah. Good.
All right, so that's super simple. And now, because I am such a list and charts and bar graphs geek, this is one of my favorite things. So alright, so this is the, if I can move it. Oh, come on. Alright, there we go. Alright. So one of my favorite things on here is the calendar, because here's what the calendar does. Right, Marquita, can you please click on the calendar for me because it's not working.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it is. Bye. Stop it. Oh, wow. Tag team it. There we go.
There we go. All right. So it breaks everything down for you when it comes to promotions so it pretty much takes the hub's calendar of promotions, updates, news, and it combines it with your calendar, and it gives you a one-stop shop to see everything that's going on. So it breaks it down by day, week, and month. So you can go right here, and you can go into week, and you'll be able to see, like, weekly, what are some of the promotions that are going on, what's going on in the world of T-Mobile.
That's cool.
Then you have month, and you'll be able to kind of see the promotions that are going on here. I kind of want to see if mine looks different, because I want to show you what it actually looks like, because it looks like on your end, it doesn't fully do what it needs to do. So let me
Okay.
and show you my version of it. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna quickly screen share with you because I kind of want to show you what it looks like when it actually works.
Okay.
So I'm gonna release control. Marquita, can I ask you to stop sharing so I can share another pod?
There we go. Okay. Got it.
Thank you. Let me know if you can see my screen. Are you guys able to see my screen yet?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Alright, so
Wow.
basically what this is notice like you'll see that there is promotions going on, right? So port and spiff for MEs runs from June 11th to the 30th. So notice there'll be like one bar for that promotion, right? Then
Uh-huh.
you'll see Alcatel tablet deal. You'll see all the different promotions that we have available. And the cool thing about them is it will actually like kind of, the bars will stretch for as long as they're available. And then if you need something else, it'll say like, or 5 more, or 6 more, right? So you'll see which promotions
Right.
are on here. And then you can click on it, and it will take you to the C2 page to show you more detail on that specific. See, it'll show you more detail on that specific promotion.
Got it.
That's
So
awesome.
it kind of works well in the fact that, see, like during the week, it breaks everything
Yeah.
down.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
And then notice it's not just for promotions. Like for example, here you'll see that hey, alarm testing needs to be done. PCI and store watch inspection starts on this day, right? So it's not just promotions. It's also like for stuff that needs to be done in the world of T-Mobile. Like you'll see on the 9th here today, there is a merchandising change out. And then if you click on it, it'll tell you exactly what needs to be done. And then tomorrow, you'll see all these promotions are starting. So it kind of gives you the breakdown of all of that. I don't know, I kind of get excited about this. I know, I like my charts and graphs and all that, but
I like that it's there when it starts. That calendar's gonna be really nice for our team to see when
Yeah.
things kick in. So
Yeah, that's cool.
really nice.
so that is pretty much the hub in a nutshell. The only difference that you have, like if you take a look at mine on the bottom here, I also have tasks and I also have ops ready audit reports, which results which you're not gonna see, but yours is going to end on the tasks. And again, like in the tasks, that's the same task as previously, where you're going to be able to see exactly kind of who assigned something to, or you can assign it to people that report to you. Let me see if my Ontario Academy looks any different than what you have. It might not. Oh, so see, you know when I told you that you guys, when the new hires start, they're gonna have ready virtual retail. Notice that mine says leader ready because I have the content pulled into my Cornerstone, so I was able to follow along for the classes I was facilitating. They're gonna have the same thing, so you're gonna see the instead of saying leader ready, it's gonna say ready virtual retail.
Got it.
And then when they do that, all they have to do is click on it, and it takes them straight to the content. Mine doesn't do that because it's a little different, but it takes them literally straight to the content that they need to complete for that particular training. So literally the hub is a one-stop shop for everything.
There's a lot to it. You're definitely right.
There's definitely a lot to it. I'm just trying to kind of see right now, like if there's anything on here. Like we have quite a few more links on here that you didn't have on yours. So yeah, we're probably going to we're definitely gonna share yours just to not confuse the team. Good?
Good.
I'm good. I'll play with it and look around, and thanks for those notes there, Kevin. He's been throwing them out there, so I'll capture those a little bit later.
There you go.